New introduction here. I want to get everybody's attention for what I feel will be a lucrative opportunity. It's the first ever NYSE marijuana IPO. We're making history here, and I feel this is just the first stepping stone in what is going to be the start of many IPOs on both the NASDAQ and the NYSE. I feel we're going to have a marijuana sector and marijuana ETFs in the future, and this is just step number one. If you are familiar with the industry, that's all I have to say. I know you're interested already. If this is new to you, this is going to be, in my opinion, the greatest financial opportunity in our lifetimes. This has never happened before. We have an established tens of billions dollar industry that the floodgates are going to open. It's becoming more and more legitimate legally, and this is just step number one. So Innovative Industrial Properties is the company. The ticker is IIPR. It is a real estate REIT that invests in medical marijuana facilities. And for this IPO, we have a new website, www.mjipo.com. I put together an hour of research video going through the filings, researching the company and the executives, and establishing a game plan, looking at some other IPOs and how they have traded. We're going to have a chat room with live Q&A during that day, Tuesday, November 22nd. And we'll also have the live webcam where I'll be showing our charts, going over, pointing out key support and resistance levels, looking at the volume that's coming in. I'm really looking forward to this opportunity. I hope you will join us. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get into the charts. Hey everyone, hope you're having a good weekend. Looking at SPY daily, weekly, shorter term timeframes. And as anticipated, SPY volume is tapering off as we reach an equilibrium after the strong breakout on the reaction to the election. We had an inside candlestick forming within the range of Thursday. This is going to give a nice indication on Monday. If we get a break of 216.70, we know to be looking for the bulls. And if we get a pullback and a break of 215.32 and 22, the lows of the past 2 days, we know the bears will be here for further consolidation. So just want to affirm again that this is significant bull volume, and it certainly stands out. And the fact that we're consolidating fairly sideways, there's no dump, there's no big spike in bear volume, that tells me this move is for real. So we're going to be looking for higher lows and higher highs to begin forming on this new, essentially a new uptrend, because we were in a very clear downtrend for months, and that has now changed with this reaction. We look at the weekly time frame, and we rejected from the 10-week moving average resistance 5 times in the last 7 weeks. Look at the bull volume, the highest volume candlestick we've seen in over 2 months, and it belongs to the bulls, breaking this trend to the upside. All moving averages are back as support. The all-time high is 218.50, and here we are hitting 218.31, and that's, of course, SPY has the factor of the dividend. So let's look at the S&P 500 cash. That's the better level to look at for the all-time high. We're looking at 2193.81, and we got up to 2182.90, so $11 from the all-time high. S&P 500 cash, highest bull volume week, highest volume week since all the way back in February. This is a 7-month high in volume, and it favors the bulls big time. So let's look at the shorter term time frame. We had a pullback initially, first thing, pre-market some weakness, rejecting from the 100 period 5-minute resistance, rejecting 2, 3, 4, struggling at this level. We did get over it, then we started struggling at the 200 period. And it was very clear if using the hourly time frame was a great guide on Friday. Those weak tech names rejected from their 20-period hourly resistance. Some names, Apple and Tesla, were able to get over it, so we knew they stood out as bulls. The banking sector held their 20-period hourly support, continued their strong breakout, and SPY, its 20-period hourly. Look at Thursday. 1, 2, 3, 4 support tests and holds. We start Friday as resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rejections as resistance, and we closed pretty much right at it. So we did have a strong close by the bulls. We'll see where we stand on Monday relative to this 20-period hourly moving average. And if we zoom out a little bit, we can see this very clear tightening range where we have our big bounce, the high of the bounce, our low of consolidation, lower high, higher low, lower high, getting very tight, and that inside candlestick should see a clear break on Monday, and we'll see which direction it does favor. I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in Monday after the close. Have a great rest of your weekend.